me sha see free Sancho aso unse mabeka cho say two clubs ana officially oma presente omo offer e de akwa Sancho ne management Juventus ana Fenerbahce. Sancho I reply Fenerbahce for no Jose Mourinho reply omo o say enfa ho say or struggle say obenya team no o team a omo boy UEFA Champions League proper and only a Sancho na o ka che Fenerbahce for say o team omo bo Champions League proper on say Jose Mourinho na Champions League no ba ko qualifiers and sample kra no akwa ko wrem e wo the main league phase no enti Sancho akache Jose ne Fenerbahce for say o team a omo de Champions League proper no on bebo bi enti se Fenerbahce for ebe fa ne dia enya so obetwen dia just watwa amabo qualifiers na wie by so far ne die wakacho mo say ope Champions League proper ana abo a o de sa reply na kwa akoma team e fa ne se Fenerbahce Interfor story we ya baba be ya say on person mo ton Chanoglu e de ne ko Galatasaray ama omaye omadwen say Chanoglu go e ko Galatasaray ya ni replacement ne de on be ko Bergamo no mako Atlanta so Atlanta na on be ko no the replacement of Chanoglu no Ederson Atlanta for midfielder no Atlanta for e de bona ba bonten almost 70 million euros and on beji Inter Milan bobuku no 70 million euros to date on say Vinicius Junior ntimi renew ye na ye nyire nim say oh before some be call FIFA Club World Cup there official announcement be say we renew ken story about be to abonten ne kire say at the time a Rock Nation for any Real Madrid for ye negotiation for Vinicius Junior a renew one the executive director for Rock Nation Federico Pena eka che Real Madrid for paying for say omo pay 30 million euros every year e dey ama Vinicius Junior na samba ko omo kan ya e ma Florentino Perez eyem sen ye say omo pay renewal bonus omo renew contract ne keke no omo say pay bonus e dey ama Vinicius Junior ana Real Madrid for say omo renew conform nyoma saa no omo renewal bonus no kra no omo nya bi emobia enti omo ntiase so e ka ho bi ana up to date Vinicius Junior en renew ye no na Real Madrid for asam o at biem sa story no kra me kai so aba be say almost say almost the 30 million euros ne Emma Vinicius Junior on say Mbappe 31.25 then David Alaba opere planning 22.5 million euros a year Vinicius did 20 million euros almost the 10 million ka Vinicius no ko 30 a enche bi o be say renew Jude Bellingham o da wachi no a contract Jude Bellingham did 20.8 I just almost said the Jude esa kosa 30 plus no enti be den so be yes ade no enti sa ade e she Real Madrid for kra no e renewal bonus na e Rock Nation for no edi shame no Real Madrid ho abie omo pele back e no ya kan ya bre Alvaro Carreras ana Alex Grimaldo na sa two players ne ba ko ba Real Madrid da already Real Madrid for left back mienu e Frank Garcia ana fellow Mendy na first initially na de oye likely so bet na pa no na akwa ya brand friend say eye fellow Mendy ba me no ka say nyoma asesa ye say after 2-3 games no Frank Garcia no ball na wa no asesa Alonso adwen ama ye say Real Madrid for ekonya a left back say Alex Grimaldo ne beba say brand friend say eye Alvaro Carreras ne beba player Madrid bet meja ne kwan e wo left back no e kwa ye fellow Mendy say fellow Mendy nti ekeka e wo Real Madrid bobuku nim Isaac enche bia na edi ne ho nkomo oye under Universal 22 agency na we confirm enye rumor Isaac aka kire Universal 22 agency for ne say teams no maba ni nyina no de da na koma so a onya ye obekọ no Liverpool we enye rumor confirm waka kire Universal 22 for no o said Liverpool no ope na Liverpool no ope no on forcing way out ade a Newcastle for ayama no on pesa on Newcastle for benya any problem et Universal 22 for no enko share Liverpool for no normally Liverpool for nkasa ye no omo be share Newcastle for because on timi betray Newcastle for at the time I know also Sociedad no na nko for emfa buoma no e Newcastle for na 63 million pounds enko for ka say Newcastle for no kra say bi o mabodam so mati says kana akofo no Isaac enti the Newcastle for ayama no on person be betray omo by say Liverpool for no a universal 22 agency for ni Liverpool for nko kasa no mo ni Newcastle for nko hia ono no teams o maba ni nyina enye so disrespect to other clubs by Nakuma Liverpool we Isaac so kopiem ewo Real Madrid story bi beto dwa na ken yenim say ya agro Madrid ana Ruben Neves initially na nim say amanfo na abo mutirima ye story no so na me follow story ne kakra say yes Real Madrid pe Ruben Neves ken menya abotre enura ene a close friend a ono so ye nsem troni e wo marka e wo Spain edi nkomo ana me busa ne say no kra bi wo mana oben Real Madrid team ne pa wa confirm ya ma me say eye no kra Real Madrid e show interest e wo Ruben Neves emu onse na o form e wo Wolves ansa na okọ Hilal Saudi ana oban Portugal national team kra obo by Real Madrid for no I did not to stand by according to my friend journalist no wo marka no o say Real Madrid for e Ruben Neves at to stand by so mo sha na omunya bibia dia obetima kwa akofa no by interest no no crest Real Madrid for interest e wo Ruben Neves mu Arsenal e beto dwa say Arsenal pe Chelsea Nicolas Jackson ken Arsenal for say omo fa bibia nko Chelsea sa story e beto dwa say Arsenal say Yokares nyeye Benjamin Sesko nyeye a enyo mbekọ Chelsea akofa Nicolas Jackson no me pa chow Arsenal for say omo ni Nicolas Jackson ndi nkomo omo ni Chelsea ndi nkomo omo pe striker de benye Nicolas Jackson omo appreciate boy no omo nim say onim boy ne bone quality ultimate question by onka omo list no ho eye Benjamin Sesko ana omo hwe so bedi hu nkomo enti sa story no Arsenal for say onka omo list ne ho say Nicolas Jackson eba Arsenal bobo konim na Manchester City for ne person omo ye aman for procro de don okay Man City at the time ana omo ni Liverpool nyina no pre eye Florent Wirtz no anom ba so matwe omo Man City asaba abonten say omo mpe Rodrigo omo atwe omo ho enti Arsenal for enkwa na ebe na kene no na nhwehwemu abeto dwa say Man City for boa Man City ga omo pe Rodrigo ne pe free Real Madrid na mom on pe say Rodrigo ne di kan ka Real Madrid for say opeso ofri bobo nim ansa na omo no abanim enti say Rodrigo ne kwa ka Real Madrid for say me hwe de wi Alonso team ne hihye kona so obo front three na minya bimbo obo two na wani mo minya bimbo ntim pese me kona so Rodrigo timinya kukuduro kwa ka Real Madrid for say me pese me free bobo nim a ehọ na Manchester City for be yi omanim by say ne dia ase omani tete wo kakra saa omo say omo de omatwe omo ho by nhwehwemu kire say omo boa Rodrigo no omo pene pa ken enu anam de betu anim say ebereche eze Arsenal for epe no onim say team odi kan ebereche eze di nkoboko akire pa no na Spurs for atwe omo ho afre ebereche eze di onim omo say omo twede abrante ne ye na Arsenal koma no wo Arsenal bobo onim na nse omo friend ne say na how far what's some adwin o person join this space team na Thomas Frank e building up person do ka ho ade na won be join a boy ne reply ne comments bi on the space ne space for so omo hu boy ni yi enti say space atwe omo for ebereche eze I say no omo say Arsenal for nko enko sa move no the situation of Brian Mbeumo nie when the kan ate ho kakra Brian Mbeumo de no ken boy no enya ka kire Brentford for ne say ono de eye team ba ko pena na kuma wo enti Newcastle for na waba no Spurs for no maba no onko ba bia ono Brian Mbeumo na kuma no eye Manchester United sorry eye Manchester oda eye Manchester di obeye bia no na kuma ni nyina eye Manchester United enti Manchester nkwa no pese okọ Manchester for first offer na eye 45 million pounds eno ye fees fee ana add-ons near 10 million pounds enti oka guarantee fee no ana eye add-ons na ye 55 million pounds ana ye Manchester United for first offer ana mo de come at Brentford for Brian Mbeumo ana mo reject ye recent offer the second offer na mo de call ye no guarantee fee eye fees fee no eye 55 million pounds ana Manchester United de call ye ano mo de add-ons 7.5 million pounds eka ho and two can in Alboma now quack 62.5 million pounds. And also Brentford for the Montiasi. Ninani say Brentford for no pay 63 to 65 million pounds. And no more pay free Manchester United. Nanka Brentford dear. Manchester the 62.5 million pounds after Abba Brandon Wemba Ose Wonje. Omo pay 63 to 65. Na no omo be work e de egu add-ons ne so. And so far the anka guarantee fee no 55 and omo ye okay. By add-ons of 7.5 million pounds no anon person Manchester e de become. Nanke ko PMB 63 to 65. And na omo work on. No omo agree nyina na. Manchester United ni omo hye ne say installment no. Manchester decided say anka 5 installments. Enti anka every year biano Manchester say 63 normal agree anka year biano Manchester betua 12.6 million pounds. Brentford for say omo pay first guarantee fee no omo pay kese pa. Enti omo pay first one no omo pay 35 million pounds. And the first one no. Enti problem I say e wo for Brandon Wembo de no. Enra na mbeka cho say Monaco for e show interest e wo tesigi mu. Emma ena no pay story ne number bia. Barcelona for ne Marc-André ter Stegen din komo se Monaco di waba obekwa ana boy na sa kanu a che ba sampanyfo oso ono ne de se obe free Barcelona aje so ma terminate ne contract omo terminate ne contract a ni sika na ewo mu nyina no eye 25.2 million euros omo ntue ni nyina ma no ter Stegen omo terminate ne contract a Ose Barca ntua ne 25.2 million euros ni nyina no eno ne ne salary to ne contract bebe wiye omuntua ma no no mun terminate na obefiri okra na e ma Barcelona nton no e ma mun jiska enti wa reject Monaco ediu no enra ana mbeka chro se Emiliano Martinez oye goalkeeper edema Aston Villa report by say Chelsea kon ho ama enra na Chelsea ba bonten say omumfa bid bianco Aston Villa so mo pe Emiliano Martinez na ken ma ye hwehwemu kakra o Chelsea. Say yes, Chelsea for ekoye meeting. Hilario no ye goalkeeper trainer no ekoso the stay say. Anke baye anka Chelsea mpe experienced goalkeeper. Eka hu bi na Emiliano Martinez din be mu no. By Chelsea abe deny. Ba mi hwehwemu amaye ne kire say. Experienced goalkeepers na Chelsea epe no. Edi miensa na wo mo list no so. Yano Black. Ter Stegen ana Jan Soma. Yano Black Ter Stegen and Jan Soma. Yes, it's a Chelsea befa experienced goalkeepers are. We only 3 goalkeepers are. Omo dia 2. Now they be a make trust say Niko Williams story na dey be a dia beba because Barca for no interest. Na ken say ya jinse mu. Baby ade na ekeka kono. E ya yehu. Oko Bilbao. Omo hardcore supporters. Ye from HNT. Second to my ready for money. HNT for no. Omo na ye Bilbao for hardcore supporters. Na omo ankasa no omo celebrate Immigrant Day. Ewo Bilbao ho. Na omo ye Immigrant Day na omo invite 100 African group from Afro Bus organization ewo ho. Me pato Niko Williams na busuafo mo free hin. Omo nchi free hin. Enye Ghana. Omo ye part of Afro Bus organization for no ho. Ano na ama HNT omo ye hardcore supporters na omo Bilbao no. Akọ Mr. Oriati ho akọka che ne say Salman solve Niko Williams ne Barca situation na ade ebeba no ebe affect Afro Bus organization sa Immigrant Day no
Aden
me obi antiase as a pressure na omo dey ma Niko Williams no anu eden dodo
Baby omo dey dunu.
Baby omo dey dunu no. Enti enye mo akra say o your story bi say o say enu omo say ekoye na yin from asa akọ paper. Omo say akọ no. Enti as say no e free football. And ya ko different side kra because omo say sa Afro Bus organization na every year bi omo celebrate no Immigrant Day no. Say omo solve Niko situation na e betima affect omo. Enti ken Niko Williams here no pressure na omo dey to ne so no anu eden. Star story me dey maw eye me ya okay say season na yebo wie wo Premier League no one Ghanaian player yen na betim dey nsa esi yebo say o perform very well Antoine Semenyo o share 11 goals in the Premier League or the 90 finish 6 benkum ne share 5 or 125 shots ano ye 5 assists 11 big chance ano nya o Premier League ni 3 clubs equal semenyo ho Manchester Newcastle and Spurs omo nyina se o matwe omo ho 70 million pounds na bomb for a boy no Manchester for atwe omo ho Newcastle atwe omo ho Spurs atwe omo afi Antoine Semenyo deal ni omo se 70 for Semenyo die
Obiase
ontimi ntua me du wie ni mpokura no Arsenal for ati asende Arsenal tene ye say afedie Leipzig for ne say Benjamin Sesko omatebo ne so about 70 million euros Benjamin Sesko Leipzig for no ena no pay omo say omatebo ne so about 70 million euros.
Well, Kwame de la transfers in the room kakra no. Edosen.
Kemi da se na yen twaso na me fade so embra. Okay. So let me continue from the transfers and income for France and so eba. The ten say clubs no obi a contract extension no. You found that to say contract now what cancel. You ever say let me create a scenario. Obi contract be 2027 na. Now opesa wo extend no. Normally you creating no to say you're already cancelling the 2027 contract and you are doing a new one. Inti say nipa koni deserve a signing on now or they can't hold the man. Me patron dey make what you say. Players and kesie bi o wiase bia. If you want to add 2 years, 3 years to his contract, who say to signing on fee at the man. I'm going to give you 3 examples. Messi last contract extension or signing them Barcelona. Or Jomo signing on fee of 115 million euros. Or the loyalty bonus eshemu. Loyalty bonus is different from signing on fee. Loyalty bonus no say. Maybe 1 year we na me move on ko baby a sound so man is from. So Messi was collecting 77.9 million euros as loyalty bonus. Second example. Kylian Mbappe. It's not Paris Saint-Germain. Or extending a contract or job 180 million euros as signing on fee in Kwa. Oriye afibia se otna na wanko baby a almost so man a loyalty bonus of 70 million euros. When you see can a big stars na edge on club me can you see asembi so. Hwe Cristiano Ronaldo at Real Madrid under Florentino Perez. Yeah, start a store because I'm coming there. Under Florentino Perez or extended contract in 2013. Man signing on bonus of 50 million euros. Florentino Perez. Me can you see you say, oh you big club, oh you big player bianwa. Contract extension bian ye mausika. What did we do say? Kylian Mbappe, about Real Madrid. Florentino Perez also owns Tiano. His signing on bonus alone, 150 million euros. Kylian Mbappe, the Sikanoma spreaded the good wages so. I don't know just Sika Real Madrid is ano. But the actual money is 150 million euros. Now, Alaba the second paid player. I was Real Madrid. Sebi Alaba onia hondens how ni bono news rube breeze how. But the reason why the kitchen was running say Alaba onokwa just signing on bonus of 17 million. Ne papa George Alaba Krajiska. Pini Zahavi 5 million. Into Alaba's wages is high because his signing on fee has been spread across his wages. It is some common signet here. Na say Vinicius Junior ebe extended contractor. Just like how star players are treated across board, Vini also deserves a signing on bonus. As I'm no. Bear for 1 week in common about for Vinicius Junior, I don't really like it. And a Vinicius Junior or demanding a outrageous signing on fee, and we are surprised he's demanding that. Really? Surprised now? I don't get this. Because signing on bonus here. Players and case no money. So why? Vinicius Junior demanded signing on bonus, and yes, something outrageous. And yes, say or town one say ebia or demanding BB to say intimate farmer no top so. I am normal practice. It's if Vinicius Junior takes his signing on bonus, over spread it across the wages. Not so sick anymore you do. The entire Madrid in person meet ya. Madrid, Vinicius Junior and the relevant Sanka said the enka and said then the Musi do and to save you. It's Madrid for the ball as Selassie. If Vinny 2 years ago and no demanded signing on bonus, 100 crown come back promote ya. Because signing on bonus a normal. Well, crowd the Vinny crowd their child. Almost lawyer buti bonus. Because loyalty bonus no comfort. Messi moje, Mbappe moje. No way signing on fee. Boy no Casano. Say Madrid for doing yasasa. And yes, some person would know. See, there are players clubs don't want to sell. But if they receive an offer, be able to say offer way dear, we cannot turn it down. They push back to say, Saudi for the sound so babio, and it's a first no. Say born on mobile, Saudi back. No more Madrid bear 200 million beer. Maybe they will consider. Get us to be you. Niko Williams conversation or no. First one. Ekro Barakal Dona omukoye wall no wo no. Wall no. Omuko deface omo kire ho go or stay. You've lost respect. Opa ko. Wo parts na ebua na ye wode ma no. Eni hope you. That was the first statement those guys wrote there. Now, Carlos akwa ade na foforo. Enra onko yusu the F word and the rats essence of the my boy. Now, in common baby I can corner say Ken. You see, in common ye nini ye near funny jina basa nkwa fa. We'll be having a mistake in our conversation. Ye could not let go be ba nkwa fa. We'll be having a mistake on our conversation. You see, as I said, you share dinner from the perspective of each party. Then we will begin to appreciate the issue very well. Ken, Niko Williams, and Yamana air caution, it will affect his brother, it will affect his mother, it will affect his family. The guy's decision, it will not affect Niko Williams alone. It will affect the family. Niko, so Kobasa no kobo born in the area, he eventually come back home. It is a fear, and how are you going to go back? Now listen, when they extended contract in the Mabibao for 2023 after going to the World Cup, and nobody release clause 58 million. Shame. Should be told, 58 million in the hour former pa. Bear 2 years in year. Bilbao for no air bought this boy say, oh best and the contract no for release clause no kosoro. If I told to the meet I am sure deep within my heart to say, Bilbao for no equity release clause of 100 million and about say 100 million the ama Bilbao in Kebu for no and kosoro. But these guys are pained. Ayomiya sa kwada ya so. Now you walk World Cup just say Bilbao for no what's a Bilbao World Cup a bonus national team starting. It is not as if say we call Barcelona and we call per platform and they are called national team. The Spanish national team goalkeeper plays for let's go Bilbao. You because of us we bought national team. These are the perspective of Bilbao. We listen to the conversation very well. In Tomundi Omakumum feel say akwada ya tete we through this level. Na sempo be ko Barcelona. Let us have a proper release clause. Yenyi sika kese ye ne fanto ne nka se anye bia de. Wakoye rival de ba yenyi sika boten e de ye bibi. But the 58 million release clause, it is absolutely no. I will form Kepa Ofi Bilbao, almost 80 million euros. Goalkeeper. Almost Jessica. Kepa can go back. Though and your rival ni Chelsea. Share player bit to sell a pot. I'm torn 65 million in my Manchester City. Inti player omu crowd omu so say ni more do a chain kepa ni more do chain Laporte as so many sika bottle no you are going for just 58 million I don't know sure omo no omo ye omo di no inti me say we are Barcelona fan allow this emotion and you man na ekoso no I say they feel pained me to omo say sanka boy ni release clause 100 me say sanka konkomo na sesa boy in can common in neighbor can co extend him or no this same we say if I'm release clause may increasing for 58 at the cobe 100 come be any hobby theater subio I think what Barcelona are doing some of them are unnecessary. See what Deco said about this boy was unnecessary. Barcelona can cut this whole conversation and this whole brouhaha by just doing one thing. Pay the release clause. Take the guy and go. The more we wait, the more I hear chance Barcelona be ready, no. The more they create chaos. I feel very sad for this boy. Say the Iñaki family, is going to be affected by this boy's decision. Say obia me strong the man no I'm just thinking that then I come a minute at this stage because na for from them groma na man for attack obano at this stage I be emotional game that's what it is but no or prepare the legacy that also be okay. Ronaldo ne de ekoso e wo El Nassr e ha dwen kakra na mame for one tum kekre bi na we move on and I know na El Nassr for saka mu CEO Jamal Majid and I know mu saka mu sporting director Fernando Hierro and I know mu saka mu coach Sir Stefan Pioli and Sanso Enko. CEO is gone, sporting director is gone, the coach is gone. Yegusua ye pamo players nibi. John Duran and I know almost spend over 75 million euros. John Duran almost the Nico loan for Fenerbahce. America Laporte a likely so beko. Brozovic a 50-50. Sadio Mane a 50-50. And the Aquafa new coach Jesus Hoye Abba on no man 7 million say on best sign 1 year and farmer omo. For new sporting director Ronaldo Chocho Bucho, best friend Ronaldo's best friend Jose Semedo and Ronaldo Natsna. In fact Ronaldo no ne boy no was Sporting Lisbon youth team no more. Ronaldo Adarama the last time I was listening to Jose Semedo say baby I no free ever Sporting Lisbon Academy ne mu wa no mu ni sika. So Sporting Lisbon wanted to sack him. Ronaldo ne ka say on pene mo mo sacking so mo sacking on so be guy Sporting Lisbon. But essence na Lisbon for no hold Ronaldo in a high esteem to they have to listen to him. I don't catch that boy and they say omo nkoto mpa na boy no kran be dan nchen e wo the room wo. It's Ronaldo rather saved Semedo, but since then Semedo so loyal to Ronaldo and they have been friends since. And as Semedo me who do more quiet sporting director will be say hey on here you man the amano. It's basically say the Ronaldo after El Nassr be an insaka. He say onu na be recruit aye bibia say shares no last January. No some man 5% of El Nassr say I got 15%.
Timra.
It said here. Oh, Timra say contract or signing here no. Private jets expenses for 1 year 4 million. 4 million euros on the amano. Say private jet expenses on unqua. When so on unqua, for nipa 16 at the amano say, on no munye juma, for 3 drivers at the man, housekeepers here 4.
Drivers in here 3.
Yeah.
And a housekeepers in here 4.
Security for 4, gardeners here miensa.
Gardeners here 3.
Say maybe oji go kina nisika 4 million or she go back 80,000 pounds or yeah assist 40,000 pounds. And they say the El Nassr team in and out, everything is Ronaldo.
Next season, we never been one possible number.
Next year we go. Next year we nya sembia. Next year see
80,000
pounds.
80,000 euros. Yeah.
And they say the
60 or 40.
40. Say issue be in ho. I think say what Ronaldo needs is what they've gotten him. Total control. Say total control. Now down for because he said there all the recruitment on mobile because team normally obey your BF ho. Obey Nessa coach you want to about. How is Portugal near Manca and he say the recruitments are now say no.
We are quiet. If I don't
on it if you now jabo no fee no Marcofano. Say Uja for one. And say Ronaldo na bibia. We expecting a very good team of Ronaldo Babesh. And yes, some of us will be extremely disappointed.
Ken, story because season no a shashena it was a ball and he laughed on his show now to turn inside.
They send you no. And I'm not going to blame anyone.
To the team or Syria. Non Thomas here.
And you're possible. Ronaldo, she say no. I am sure all the transfers are because no. Semedo and yon no be Semedo be any no. Or 5-1 free play be on make cats and one or so. I'm sure Ronaldo is going to do the calling. I'm telling you. So what crowd they saying you're possible? But I'm just saying, say all the Ronaldo will be start. I'm sure he will start doing the course. On ground of Semedo no crowd for race of Beko. Ken, get any say?
CR7. Okay, that's it.
I've done some research about Manchester United. I would want us to look at now, and now I got sad listening to why Brentford is doing Manchester United that. £62.5 million for Brian Mbuemo. Almost Omonji. Some of the deals are shocking because one thing I have learned is say when you enter into a negotiation table, one thing you should always guard against a preconceived idea say you overpay or you underpay. And money per corner on any negotiations and who be found. One of the strengths of negotiations. Now, it is very, very unfortunate to say, recently, Manchester United, the perception out there is for no negotiations yet. What are more mates yet? Into being Manchester United negotiations, what to say? Nah, unfair. Now, listen to this, Vicky. And Manchester United fans. The last 5 years, Mafa from 2020 to today. Watch this. Van der Beek, Omofanifi Ayas. Alex Telles, Porto. Amad Diallo, Atlanta. Edson Cavani, PSG. 2021 season, Jadon Sancho, Dortmund. Varane, Real Madrid. CR7, Juventus. Anthony, 2022, the Anthony Ayas. Casemiro, Real Madrid. Lisandro Martinez, Ayas. Malaysia, Elsofi Feyenoord, Christian Eriksen, Brentford, Michel Sabisa, the Bundesliga, Afei, 2023 in the Ramos Højlund, Atlanta, Mason Mount, Chelsea, Andre Onana, Inter Milan, Amrabat, Fiorentina, Atabayinde, Fenerbahce, Sergei Reguilon, also Ewo, Tottenham Hotspur. Now, last season, the NNA, Lenny Relil, Manuel Ugarte, PSG, Delete Bayern Munchen, Joshua Zirkzee, Bologna, Patrick Dogu, and Lechi, and at 25, the last one, Nozrai, and Sophie Bayern. Now, watch this. 25 plays in the last 5 years. Brentford, go player friend Eriksen, Mason Mount, Sergei Reguilon, 3 players for the English Premiership. Out of 25 plays, only 3 is from the English Premiership. Now, a traditional club like Manchester United, now or yet 25 players, not 3 and a free Premiership, automatically it tells you that players don't want to they will struggle to adapt. Players don't want to because in the English Premiership, a different terrain, and you'll be about adapt quick because who check it. Top clubs now, Manchester United, no more competing. A lot of them. Don't want to say, maybe 40%, 50% of their players are from the Premiership because it's easy. with regard to adaptation. But Manchester United, and no crown Messi Mount the answer down for second region, the and alone and a Christian Eriksen. Most of their players are outside. It's one of those concerns, and not in Manchester United say, I feel transfers on Bayano, almost person premiership more. But what let me tell you, say that is why Matis Cunha is on board. That is why they are hell bent on getting Brian Mbeumo, because they feel say they need to start prioritizing those players with English Premiership experience. And this is where we are. Say Cunha deal no quiet in the first no. Club will be at Manchester United and negotiate. You're not in a plan not to Cunha home in terms of numbers, no master. Give me more money. Say, can you sir? For due respect, Brian Mbeumo dear. Would they see the qua? I was a Brentford for no 2 weeks. But this is where we are. Hafinya. Ken, me see Hafinya interview no. I'm extremely disappointed in that guy. Me find it to say pre-season ni mo originally and mistakenly we make irresponsible statement to be so. Very, very unfortunate. If we haven't listened to what Hafinya said tournaments no more bonnet there or no do tournament be more bona. Oman can't tournament how many players nanka sanya here. Sorry, ya place necessary some could you many by this time I was a place maybe half or more holidays and so FIFA for to chill place ne could go on or more bobo and see tournament be or more. Very unfortunate because I don't remember say Yakobo Champions League, I'm fair place no for ne catch them say dates win Yakobo Champions League Yakoba na. Again, here I don't intend to compare the Champions League to Club World Cup. But Sikasemu, wow, we win Club World Cup. If everything goes onward, if we win all games, let me use it that. We got 97 million pounds for winning the Club World Cup. 97 in just 1 month. Champions League gives you 82 million pounds. And some of the TV rights now account me TV rights in the film because there are variables we cannot determine it. What we can determine and then say the Club World Cup will give you 97 million pounds.
More than the Champions League.
More than the Champions League. But fifth, all the TV rights in the back one a Champions League in your Mosca. But base figure, you are going to play 1 man tournament. Now, when yes, a huge money. Oh, I think say Ahunya will be because Ken, I am sure if Barcelona had qualified her, Hafinya, friend baby and say Yakobo Club World Cup na obebo or he would have been there. So what is this point?
That's it. I know I understand. Biggie,
Ken,
now what you saying, bro? Now you
I'm
know.
not going to be there. Come on. Tell Cristiano Ronaldo. One person since I'm in Manchester United. He has always had the mentality of a winner. Cristiano Ronaldo person Jijin Krua. Cristiano Ronaldo person baby Obekobia. Yakasi Ronaldo is the best. Cristiano Ronaldo person team bia osi akan wo bia. Krona or so no. Nka team na be the best. Ntinka ye Petrofisa. E team no osi akan wo na nka eje. Nka ye person obi obehye goals kesia. E onu Cristiano Ronaldo. Ye pa omo bobo pa. Nka ye oni ni teammates. Now, dominate time be and I can't watch him in the news. That is Cristiano Ronaldo. It is a mentality he has, and ultimately himself. It is a Cristiano Ronaldo ka. Senka when you players about the can who are Anasa. No one send Kenya the Kwan Boneso because he wants the betterment of the team. Who you only free one more. So what shall Al Hilal born or mobile club World Cup do more? Over Cristiano Ronaldo has said, I did you make your players on body more also. Al Hilal born our Cristiano Ronaldo again done the team so kita the mentality of a winner. It's your better wedding crew. If they don't build a team, I will answer. I know dang pa. There is no way of making me compete well over team my friend is a Hilal. We shouldn't forget. Say oh Hilal in boy if you want more. There are other clubs and also on one in the Saudi League. Almost so more than one so pa. Karim Benzema morning goal Kante mutim. And so the performance I was so Ali for. There are a lot of teams that were on Cristiano Ronaldo be or bet me have build a strong team on us and all they are competing. But I feel that the power is giving him too much. It is too much. So did this kind of power be my player? ono na nkyere player oba onkyere player oko onkyere coach oba onkyere coach oko clearly menya sure so man is serious on bear football business and all can still mind that clearly Nasa for in Saudi Arabia for no they are not doing football business, they are only doing football for fun. Omo bo no mo de jijo money keke omo nya omo de so mo ye football they are business debi because team be anywhere say all your football business or better powers when you na they actually player ba konsem. But then again se season na ye baba be wuram no Nasa ye recruitment wie players omo be ba ball omo be ball na say ankon kind no man me and league am performing very well in the Asian Champions League and also man Champions League na Cristiano Ronaldo be bo bi so bo bi man o timi fan konko che obi a ndi panifo se ye keka funu ne ye keka madampan de wo hwehwa no nsaka se sia obi a hel me na na so se ye me hwe bi adwembo ne ta akiri etu obi a ja ama wo se wo so wo betimi aye etu wo players beba wo coaches beba wo sporting directors beba to whom match is given, match is expected. The season na ye baba be rem no. Obi a reche Cristiano Ronaldo mfa ana sa anya de unthinkable. And the Cristiano Ronaldo wanya de opa, they aka no susu siusi. Ken Niko Williams, Bilbao, and Barcelona and common. I feel say no matter how the situation is, there's always a way round. And Penifose Casadema about top. We saw the Kylian Mbappe Paris Saint-Germain situation before Mbappe joined Real Madrid. And there were supporters, how many a day, no more hard. No many Kylian Mbappe and issues. The ultras. Kylian Mbappe find a way. A committee and no more dean como. I'm almost saying I say. Based on some or catch omo. In common no mudi. Omo be who say omo no pon omo hard drain omo person omo tata akwadano. Omo tiase say except atasa akwadano ko. No kokosi akande ma Real Madrid no. The Inaki family should find a way. Na kwa bi omo be fa so bi omo ne supporters ni benya nkita hudie. Adi nkomo. Ama akoma atoyem na akoda na make move no munye. These things are ye hu ni say no. It goes beyond just football. Na kwa kuka. Akoda ne ko Barcelona na obo boss sen. Bilbao na yen fie. He's going to go back. Obetimi an number bi kwampo na nyame mfasa amawo. Supporter bi a still obufo ni ya oche ni mu. Ebetimi di bibia ba bebo otrim kwampo pra na teku. These things happen. Man won know ya before joining a team my friend say Bayern Munich. The last game boy had the match aka over. Obo game ni we on Nam Park na to other supporters as even on the pitch. There's a lot of security. There's one supporter to see park na to the blow ekobo on kon me chino. This is the extent certain people can go just because of football. Because player need make a move from one only team of you say odo. It also okodima team no. It impenifo mo pe akwada na sem akwada na busuafo and the leaders of the Bilbao team me sure say leaders dey almost football na say and that is how come Murala omo kokko say no omo sign ba draw foforo ti say leaders no with the family and making sure so omo be find there we omo be meet supporters no na possibility akwada na be ka hu omo nkonko di nkomo na abotoye mumra na de na nkwanko escalate nkwanko ya de foforo because this Barcelona move e ya de akwada ni hia. He needs that platform to show the world what is in him. And no can on any day mesa so aka bona Obama Bilbao no so Obama Madrid na say Barca anka be bia Niko Williams din yaduru no anka je we ya. So they have to find a way to solve this issue na kola enjoy ne Barcelona boboko no ken area so bia ni region into the ABB and adana on ko ku din komo bi e fa John Duran no say Abrante no atopanti and he will be free Saudi Arabia because Abrante na mayehu so he will be an sisi hunya pa ken it is because on timi mfa ne girlfriend a on nete enkonkote na kure friend say Saudi Arabia mu enti emfa ho sa akoda ne call ye ball a wabodi ama ana sa boboko no he really wants to move out of the country just because opeso on ne girlfriend tra enu ni akoda ne reason eto opeso free boboko na to free kuri no kokosi akan o baby foforo. He's one player can all free to my friend is Aston Villa. Na hear me ya because me say nko mo Saudi a lot of them one ball na wie na we do a certain stage no akọ GS Gracias ka kese now they are the other be wo wabrabom now call baby but John Duran at the age of 21 playing in the MLS and Ofio no be joining Aston Villa. Oba Aston Villa the performance has never been bad numbers na or maybe can even in the just ended season before Obaba joining Anasa. No about 20 matches in the league, the Diama Aston Villa. 20 matches, they move 4 pen and now start you. But no, just 7 goals in the Premier League. Just 4 starts. No 7 goals for Premier League anymore. If he is a player, no will prove it. Even though you start for Aston Villa. Or movie or call Anasa. Or about half season. About 13 matches. Or 8 goals. It will league him the man Anasa. So every opportunity the player gets, he proves to say he's that kind of player why you ready so bad excel it. And as I say, I'm Abdom Fanabachi. Jose Mourinho also wants to build a project because Kwaya Galatasaray identified so last season. So one strengthening the team now. This season, the best answer I did the amount. A both season we now for G League. Team or your target, your G League in him, was acronym because on was also build a team and go Kosano. Fortunately for Fanabachi, AB and Galatasaray team Osimhen to be your party biome. They haven't given up on Osimhen, but you likely say on your party biome. So on your party biome, player no share the most goals. League anymore. Player no share the most goals. Galatasaray no is taking out. It's who your quality the Bible show team anymore. And already they had NS3 last season or share 20 goals at the Fanabachi. Zeko na likely say Oko. It is Zeko Kona a young John Duran who is also up there in the modern Mawaswa. I believe that it is going to be something good for Fanabachi Bobo Kono. Because I feel still has a lot of football in him at the age of 21 there. Saudi Arabia M1, Omra Europe no, or Bar, Ewo Fanabachi, me wo GDA say after this season, other big clubs Ewo Europe, Ebe Koso Mokwa Kwa Pa Brantie no Baba Bisi Akandi Amomo. Ken Real Madrid. Kwame Amaye who say Eya likely say Frank Garcia Ebe the mainstay and I say a mainstay or Real Madrid team no. Na Ebia Omeja fella man quiet because coach I friend is Abi Alonso am obi who say ono was the coach for Real Madrid obepe so be use only 2 left backs or Real Madrid bobo ko no it's the last time na make say fella man di nya available our baba club world cup ni bia na so your Frank Garcia this is the opportunity to prove to the world, prove to the coach our bano so you're a good player I bet me about Real Madrid bobo ko no ama na ma kon kan dia ma. He's one player who has a dear back with me about Madrid team in Alonso style of play because he has that pace. Obetimi Akwaba, he's very energetic. It's on the flanks. So what's that you know? The 3-back system now coach the bono. Umbe hiapa because Obe Yusu as a fullback, I will call him a lot of the times, which is a wing back play. It's a branch and I in one offers our position no. Another news so album and they say Madrid Kwakwa compare Alex Grimado. Grimado is one player who has played under Xabi Alonso, a system, one bar flourishing. Time about Liverpool in LG League, you know, he was one of their key players in that season. Or share 10 goals as a state 13 as a fullback. And then that by Liverpool in team, no, and after Xabi Alonso team and our building. If he's at Real Madrid now we're building a new project. No players are one more under the system. I excel or on them. No, the star players they back on board. It is going to be good. And no remember career but you can't blame Real Madrid Ken because say Frank Garcia I will bet me about understand when Grimado steps in because me sure say Grimado bo our bono clearly to on the bar or be commander sport or be first position now. It is under a coach our boy excel any system on him better than a lot of the Real Madrid players. It's on only be commander place and then Carreras is going to be a new player in that particular system too, even though it's also relatively young and a modern also. It's the other thing that we know. Now Frank Garcia born over, so bet me able say yeah, on only understudy Grimado, it's a Grimado bar. And I believe that it's going to be a dealer. I don't want Madrid Bobo. Seriously speaking, Alonso needs to hit the ground running and ultimately room for mistakes and then Yama Bibri, and obeying such players. Oh, my right. No matter system not to say the beya ebe boama adwuma no be Real Madrid no enso be yemre Chelsea ebe boy game in the Club World Cup against Benfica Ken one player game way and there Enzo Fernandez o make sure so be carry team on his shoulders just as he has been doing for Chelsea this time around and I said this year 2025 Makasa gradually Abrante dey the new Frank Lampard for the Chelsea team Adia na new Lampard say oh yeah even on bad days he finds a way to get goals for Chelsea Bobo Kono Obenya assisted the Chelsea Bobo Kono. In 2025, Shabu player who the most goal contribution for Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez. It's in matches like this, where it matters most also stepping up and only number one. Who a key player the match also Bobo. Number two, team now only Omoko Shani a team of paying. And you know the ins and outs of the team. And it will be the leader on the field against a Benfica team, our Club World Cup the more. Certainly Enzo Fernandez, there also yes, Edumano, and the match Chelsea Bobo. It is going to be a difficult game for Chelsea. No doubt about it. I feel that this is probably going to be their most difficult game in the Club World Cup. But Chelsea quality among any ball among so more I will say at least Chelsea team is sailing through over Benfica Bobo. And then Paris Saint-Germain. Or PSG ball or boy in the just ended season. No just Champions League. Aja de Bia or competing for Biana. No Kushia Inter Miami. Ken. Straight away best take your neck out for Paris Saint-Germain. They have the quality and everything technically in terms of the playing body almost our quality, no. And the match every team here will be say. But who share Inter Miami, you have to be worried because there's a certain Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi at this age, who expect a lot from him, but don't give him that least chance. The game Inter Miami boy against FC Porto. Free kick never better or a lot of people didn't expect Lionel Messi be but from nowhere. He created something for himself and then for the club he's playing for. That is a typical Lionel Messi performance. And he said, "Oh, you're Paris Saint-Germain. Now, Ubo Inter Miami." And we say, "Oh, you're PSG." But at least that's Lionel Messi performance. Any idea we say if you trim on only quality made the difference maker. And so the Amabo Bokono. And that is where the focus of the Paris Saint-Germain defense and the team should be. I am still expecting PSG to be carried the day on only qualify at the expense of Inter Miami. But the Lionel Messi figure shouldn't be written off. Omonya very careful. Yes, I debate me ayomo.
Okay, sure.
Ken, and Amaka said, Omo team no, Inter Miami team no. I'm not going to talk about anybody. I'm talking about only Lionel Messi because he's a difference maker.
About no Benjamin Brabosa or pitching so.
Messi here be brilliant and a difference maker.
Why no Koja Breno?
Oh, such a no Busquets move him.
Busquets.
What the experience?
Na say on cry and say Minyameka said we see I am real 150 on him.
And I make us all the experience. Vitinha mobile was through the chain here. And then no doubt Fabian Russo, Jao Neves, no doubt about it. But experience, you know, some players near from BBL to Missy players. With a single touch, and will make a difference.